Currently, we are amongst India's top 10 companies in our space, and we are already doing 8-figure revenues with 23 employees spread across 4 cities of India.
In 2015, I believe that it is ready for a takeoff now. 2016, we are flying at a very high speed now.
I mean, I'm very happy to say that in the third year of our operations here, we have achieved a business turnover of about 40 crores.
Any country that has grown rapidly in terms of its economy has done so on the basis of great innovation and entrepreneurial companies coming up. The second thought was that universities and institutions have a responsibility not only to create students who are looking for jobs, but also to utilize the IPR and the knowledge of the faculty and the experts within the university to help create innovation and companies that are spun out of the university. And when we conceived of the incubator almost a decade ago, it was a time when incubators were very few and far between, and maybe none that were really very active. So this was one of the new efforts to bring this idea that we must create new companies and that universities have a role to play in this. And that was the beginning of the incubator.
I have worked prior to coming to Amity Innovation Incubator. I was working in the pharmaceutical companies and chemical companies. My formal education was in business management. I was at IIM Ahmedabad in 1995 till 1995, and then I joined the pharmaceutical companies and chemical companies. And then I thought of setting up own business. I had entrepreneurial ambitions, but I had no idea how to go about. I knew that the incubators are helping the entrepreneurs to realize their dreams.
And I joined Amity to pursue my BTech in computer sciences. I come from a very small town known as Firozpur in the state of Punjab, and the vision behind joining Amity was just to get a good campus placement once I graduate. In my first semester, I got an opportunity to visit the incubator and interact with a few startups over there. I also did a few months internship with one of the startups at the incubator. After a few months stint of doing the internship, I got an opportunity to launch my own startup, and incubator helped me in registering the company, in hiring the lawyers, getting the CA, doing all the paperwork.
I'm an electronic hobbyist. I started my business in 1995. It made a good progress and I made good amount of money. But due to some mistakes, due to lack of business sense, I failed miserably. 2008, I lost all the money. I had no money even for my food, even for my family's medicines and routine expenses. I was very upset for 2 years. Then through a friend, I came to know about Amity Incubator. I came here, met them, talked about my business ideas, talked about my determination. Well, I had a lot of guts, but I lacked money and I lacked support. Incubator at that time assisted me with small seed fund, opportunity to come inside Incubator and work here. It basically transformed my thought process, it transformed my way of working, and the best was that I got a lot of opportunity, a lot of learning from them on how to do business properly. From 2010, my business started growing slowly and gradually.
Excellent infrastructure here helped me to focus on my core activity. I mean, initially, if you see any entrepreneur, for him the man hours are the most costly input for his. I mean, he has no money, or through bootstrapping, through funds arranged from from family, your own savings, and then you have you have a constant fear that I must meet my family requirements, because I was starting a little late. But so coming to that, man hours are the most costly input for a business. And when you come to an incubator like at Amity, you don't have to worry about anything.
They also funded me with a small seed fund, and using that I launched my very first venture, and that was a failure. My second venture, again it was a failure, but incubator was with me in all the places. They helped me to grow. The third company that I started up, learning from the last two failures, it eventually, because of the hard work, the smart work, the teamwork and the determination, became a success.
And the support system is very important. The chance of any company succeeding from an idea, a thought, to a full-fledged company is quite small. Many companies fail, and if you can provide them support, if you can provide guidance in terms of business planning, getting the model right, identifying the right people for the company, helping in networking and funding, very importantly, then you can increase the chance of survival of the company.
खुद काम करने से बढ़िया कोई काम नहीं है. If you want to tell your grandsons what to do when you are 60, you need to do your own business.
Currently, we are amongst India's top 10 companies in our space, and we are already doing 8-figure revenues with 23 employees spread across 4 cities of India. And the credit of my success goes to the incubator.
Most inspiring thing is to see other successful examples. So the more companies that come up and they do well, that are started in India, then more and more people will get inspired that this is a role model entrepreneur who has created something big, made a lot of money, maybe I can do it too. So that funnel of new people who are dying to build something, create something, have an impact, not only monetarily but also changing society in some way, changing business in some way, I think that funnel will keep increasing with those success stories.
Similarly, there are students. They are being incubated here. There are companies. Some of them are physically present at the incubator. Many of them are present. Let's say they are associated virtually. So they are being mentored. They are being helped by the Amity Innovation Incubator. So it's a huge platform, and it is among the best incubators in the country.
Don't be a Me Too person. I've seen too many young people say, I want to be this company, I want to be just like them. No, create your own idea, have an original thought, and only start the company the day that you feel that you cannot sleep, you cannot eat, you cannot do anything until you have taken the plunge. If you have that passion, if you have that determination, then nothing can stop you. And along the way, there are many people to help you. Now the government has started Startup India. It shows that at a national level, the agenda is set, and many incubators like Amity Innovation Incubator, but many others are there to help you in hand-holding, to support you, and our blessings to all of you to do very well with whatever dream you do have.